We thought our world would last forever. Until a single
running butcher
destroyed society in a few days. Your job, Agent, is to protect this delusion. And I have sworn to destroy it. You can try to stop me, hunt me down, kill me. But this is bigger than any of us.
Welcome, my beautiful bastards, to one and only insanity. Hello my beautiful and amazing people, badass Dark Zone agents, Uncle Butcher in the building as usual, sending everybody to their checkpoints. And if you are new here somehow, hey, welcome to the family, bastard. Hit that like, smash that sub, or leave a hateful comment. It truly depends on your preference, but today I have for you something really delicious. Trauma wicked combo, and my little dirty secret here is exotic SAWYERS knee pads. And actually I think Trauma is really underrated and kinda slept on talent, because this talent in proper hands can do some nasty, and I mean nasty things. First of all, you can apply blind, and that by itself is really nasty status effect. On top of that you have bleed effect, and of course if you're gonna pair it up with SADIST, best weapon damage talent in the game, because it will amplify your damage. You can deal ridiculous amount of DPS. Of course, on your second weapon you should use in sync, because eventually bleed effect will go away, so you have to use in sync, since it's one of the best weapon damage talents as well in the game, especially if you're gonna use shield. And let's face it, right now it's shield era. Everybody will use shields, so unfortunately we kind of forced to use shields as well, but don't mind. If your aim is better than mine, you can nail those headshots, and with SADIST you're gonna delete everybody. So no shield will help other people, and as you see I'm using spotter, so I can see people through the walls. It's life hack. But before we continue, as usual guys, you know what time it is. Today I want to recommend to you my partners, a site for boosting services, dwing.net. If you want to get an eagle or any other exotic, as well as equip a cool build using items from the Dark Zone, then these guys will help you to get this and much more in a short time. They have updated prices and deadlines for all services. The boost works with account sharing, so they do everything for you without cheats or bug abuse. I have tested this service myself, so I can recommend you these guys easily. They can be trusted, man. And of course, with my promo code you will get 15% discount on all services. This site has been working for many years. It has a lot of clients, reviews, and payment methods, man. If you didn't get my promo code, or you have any questions, feel free to type me a message and operator will reply immediately. But now let's get back to my build. And if I have to be honest, this Trauma setup could be easily my favorite in the game right now, especially if you're considering how good sharpshooter specialization works together with exotic SAWYERS knee pad. But please pay attention to every tiny detail here. We have a huge amount of synergies to cover here. So with that boring intro out of the way, let's get into it. Like I said, we're gonna rock with sharpshooter specialization, because the reasons: one, really important for PvP is medkit. Sharpshooter specialization medkit will take away all those negative status effects in the game. Unfortunately, it will not help you against plague effect from pestilence, but it will take all the nastiness from fire, from bleed, so medkit is really handy, and you're gonna heal of course yourself by 100%, but you can take negative effects from you. Second, grenades, flashbang grenades, those are really handy. You're gonna basically blind your enemies non-stop, really handy in PvP. Accuracy, stability, increase headshot damage, everything is really nice about sharpshooter specialization. So that leads us to our main weapons. Vector with Sadist, baby. Vector is one of the hardest hitting SMGs in the game after Lady Death, but if Lady Death will be nerfed one day, Vector is the way to go, especially on PC. That crazy rate of fire is absolutely ridiculous, and you have to understand that rate of fire will directly increase your DPS output, and this bad boy has 1200 RPM, and Sadist is amplified weapon damage boost, by far the best weapon damage talent in the game, and Trauma will give you the bleed effect, so Sadist and Wicked will be procced immediately, but bleed effect will be for a couple seconds, so you should try to kill people by headshots, and then you should switch to your crit chance crit damage in sync weapon. In my case, I'm rocking MPX. It has really nice accuracy and stability, and you can fight with this bad boy in the mid-range. In terms of my numbers, you see I'm almost at crit chance cap. With some optimization I will hit 60%, and that's the cap in the game right now, and I have 190% crit damage. It's absolutely nasty, disgusting amount of crit damage. And as you see at my example, I pulled my medkit and that took away my negative effects. Of course I died, that shit happens, I am not immortal in the game, but I just showed you how medkit works really well in this scenario, especially in PvP where everybody is rocking some kind of skill setup or rig-based sprite chest piece. For pistol I'm using Orbit. Everything is really simple here. Have to kill somebody, switch to your main weapon, and you'll receive 40% crit damage boost. But now let's move to my gear. I'm rocking Sokolov's mask, and since we are using SMG class, crit chance is not a problem. You should invest everything in crit damage. For my chest piece, I'm using Sokolov's chest piece with Trauma talent. 2-piece branded bonus will provide me with 15% crit damage boost, and 1 piece from Sokolov gear set will give you SMG damage. So really nice, but Trauma, man, Trauma is really nice talent to have. You can activate Wicked talent by headshots and body shots. Headshots will apply that nasty blind effect, which will automatically activate Wicked, and of course bleed effect, and it will last for 20 seconds. I mean, Wicked will be active almost for 1/2 minute. Does it make sense? Half minute. If you will use perfect Wicked, it will last for 27 seconds. Unfortunately, you will not get more DPS out of that, but hey, it is what it is. Again, crit chance, crit damage everywhere. It depends how much armor you want on this build. If you play on new consoles or next gen consoles, I would recommend you to rock with 1.3 million armor. If you play on last gen consoles and maybe your frame rate is not that great or you're losing some kind of latency numbers, you should rock 1.5 million. Especially without Unbreakable, 1.5 would be really nice. If your aim is better than mine, go with 1.1 million with more DPS, since your numbers are absolutely crazy. My holster is improvised holster because I can apply crit damage there. For gloves I'm using Petros gloves with damage to armor attribute, and my dirty secret is exotics or knee pads. Those bad boys will give me 30% weapon damage boost, and I will not get staggered by explosions, and that's really handy in PvP. Not being staggered is absolutely clutch sometimes, and of course I am pulsing everybody, so I'm seeing people through the walls. It's like my little cheese life hack, and that pulse is really fat. I mean, Some people will take ages to kill it, so definitely try to use drone. Is not that effective, it flies somewhere around and you have to navigate it, but throw your pulse and that's it. Thank you for watching. Butcher drops the mic. See you in the next one.